Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It's the second reading of today, and we're doing this reading because the Parkles have yet again popped up at an event wearing poppies. Megan, in fact, actually literally wearing poppies in a very expensive cardigan. They showed up at Camp Pendleton in San Diego for the opening of a facility for Navy SEALs and their families, the West Coast Warrior Fitness Program. They spent the day there, had a change of clothing, showed up again in the evening. She looking very sparkly, he looking, and quite dark I have to say, he looking pretty rough, pretty pasty in my opinion. And there they were, but they weren't allowed to give a speech or cut the ribbon. They were allowed to stand near, a bit like the Kevin Costner do, where she did make a grab for the mic, but was thwarted. This, similar, she inched her way closer to the scissors. She tried to push Harry forward, but no chance. So there they are. Some people speculate that they actually paid their way into this event. It's ironic that they are, of course, doing the thing that they didn't want to do in the UK. They didn't want to show up for ribbon cuttings and glad handing and all that sort of stuff. Garden parties, so boring. Can't do that unless they pay me. Can't believe I'm not being paid. Now actually allegedly paying to be allowed to stand next to someone doing the thing that they refused to do as working royals, or didn't like doing, or thought was beneath them. It's amazing how the wheel has turned. So we are going to read with the Wandering Star Tarot for this one. And we're going to do a little 5-card reading, and we're going to see what's going on. We're going to see how they got into this. Did they really pay, as the wild rumor goes? Or was it contacts or connections? Or does the US military really just love Harry and Meghan? Because they're showing up all over the place, trampling over graves 1 minute, in Hawaii the next, in New York, phoning in speeches the next, all over the place. So how do the US military feel about them? Do they have any sense of irony themselves, or regret, or shame about the fact that they're standing next to someone cutting ribbons and making a speech? Could have been doing it at a much higher profile in the UK, possibly with marching bands and horses and, you know, all of that stuff, carriages. Now they're just doing it at Camp Pendleton, and no offense to Camp Pendleton, but it's hardly the Horse Guards, is it? Anyway, so that's our little reading, and mostly I want to know the outcome card. I need to shuffle a little bit more apparently, is how long is this going to go on before the US military decides, okay, we've had enough. He is a British prince, she is a D-list actress, and why should they ride our coattails? I know they don't really have coattails, but you know what I mean. So, hitch their wagon to our star. Why should they be allowed to do that? I know some of you out there who are American are very aggrieved right now. I would be too, if they were showing up in my country and trying to hitch their wagon to our very faded star here. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. That's the reading that we have out, and we have the Ten of Pentacles as the underlying energy. Yeah, that's the royal family in reverse. That's all that pomp and circumstance that they don't have anymore. The has-beens, they had it all. They had the family, the prosperity, the longevity, the pomp and circumstance, the money, the castles. Now, what have they got? Mudslide Mansion, if they've got it, and some paper poppies. So I went off into a bit of a void there, thinking, what do we have as our central issue? Our story is our Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That is our has-been, who is in reverse. Knight of Pentacles, Prince Harry, Earth sign Prince. He's in reverse. His progress has stopped, has stalled. He really has lost his way. He is probably feeling quite sour and grumpy and sulky right now. We can see he's not loving anything that's happening to him right now. He's really feeling out of sorts. His dignity has been compromised, affected. A Knight upright is quite important, has got status, self-importance. In reverse, it must be galling to see all these people doing their military thing, and he's just somebody in a shabby jacket and a button-down shirt with a poppy pinned. It's not a good look, and he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. It's galling. So, how did they get there? Did they pay? Were they invited? What's happened? Knight of Cups, this is a connection. Somebody, a friend of a friend, a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, with a Knight of Cups. Somebody made this happen for them. Somebody greased the wheels with that Knight of Cups. Somebody might even have offered something. Somebody might be a fan of the royals and thought, oh, it would be lovely if we could meet. Somebody important there at Camp Pendleton. I'm speculating wildly. You might be a fan. It happened that way. It's through connections. I'm not seeing money changing hands, so that I don't think that rumor is true. They might have made a donation or something like that, but it's more about contacts. It's more about who you know, who still loves you, who thinks that you are popular and lovely, and somebody who likes them, likes at least one of them, made this happen. So, how do the US military feel about Harry and Meghan right now? And we have the Hierophant in reverse. Don't like. The Hierophant is the royal family. It is about following the rules. When it's upright, it's about hierarchy and status. They see them as being disrespectful, rebellious, not following the rules, not honoring their elders, not honoring their place. Something that the military, it's the thing that makes the military, rank, status, rules. And the Parkles are everything that's not about that. I think contempt. Contempt is coming to mind here. A word. Just read energy here, and that's the energy that I'm picking up there with that Hierophant in reverse. They really don't like the way they have disrespected the royal family and thrown away all the status and all of that stuff. And the Hierophant is also about, as I say, it's about ritual, rules and things like that. It's about ritual. This is now pretend ritual, because they left the real thing behind. And now they play. Let's pretend. Whew. That was quite a shock, actually, to see that card. How do the Parkles actually feel? I've seen how Harry feels, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. He's not loving this. But do they feel it? Do they feel the irony of it? Do they feel any shame, any regret about the fact that they're now standing next to someone cutting a ribbon, where a few years ago everybody would have been showing up in their best clothes, their best outfits, their best uniforms to watch them do that? Yeah, the Empress in reverse. Not a good feeling. Devalued, because the Empress is all about value. It says abundance, grace, fertility, love, blah, blah. Yes, those things. But it's about your value, how desirable you are, basically your worth. And in reverse, you've been completely devalued, debased. You have nothing to bring, you have nothing to offer, you are worth nothing. You've accomplished nothing, you have nothing to show for yourself when the Empress is in reverse. You have disrespected the late Queen as well. Let's just throw that in there. Oh my, not good. Outcome for the US military, is this going to carry on, or are they at some stage going to say we've had enough of being exploited and these two grifters can go and grift somewhere else? Yeah, it's going to be over. heartbreak, sorrow, grief. It is going to end. It is going to end, and it's going to be devastating when it ends. It's going to be devastating. I'm getting to both of them, because what do they have if they don't have this? They have nothing at the moment. They really have nothing. Their brand is a complete and abject failure. Her attempt to go it alone, dismal failure. William Morris agency, Endeavour, the rest of it seem to be in big trouble financially. We're going to look at that at some stage. No deals, no endorsements, no celebrity co-whatevers, Kardashians, Gwyneth Paltrow, any of that stuff. Nothing has happened. Nothing at all. All they can do is pop up, literally with poppies on themselves, and try and hope and smile away. And it's not going to last. Three of Swords, and it's going to be devastating when no. The answer comes back no. We're getting complaints from people. People don't want it. People don't see why you're doing this. You don't belong. This isn't where you fit. You have disrespected your own country, military, royal family, whatever. You don't have any value for us. Go away. This is going to be a dagger through the heart for both of them, because this is the end, my friend. So that's your reading. Phew, I'm all shook. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.